What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new story. The name of this story is What If Naruto Had Cosmic Release and Was Betrayed by Konoha. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my little brother's idea. Shout out to him because he has been bugging me about this idea for quite a while now. And moving onwards, today my internet connection was cut off because of raining and bad weather. I don't know, the connection broke somehow, and yeah, the team will be here within 24 hours to fix it. So that is why I was not able to get any of your ideas or whatsoever get in contact or touch with you in the comment section. Anyways, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins 13 years after the Kyuubi attack out on the outer skirts of Konoha in Sato at the Valley of the End, with the 13-year-old Naruto Uzumaki, who was currently engaged in a heated battle with his best friend and rival, known as Sasuke Uchiha, who defected the village earlier that night, and he, alongside a bunch of his friends, were sent to retrieve him back. I'm warning you, Sasuke, enough is enough. Break out of it, we're going back home. That place is never my home, Naruto. It was nothing more than a prison. To me. I have to become strong. Why don't you understand that? I have to kill him for what he has done. We will help you eventually. There are many great people there. Enough about this bullshit. If you want to bring me back, you have to take me down, said Sasuke as he charged up a Chidori in his hand, as Naruto charged up a Rasengan as both of them dashed towards one another. As soon as they clashed, we see that there was a huge explosion. And at that moment, we see Kakashi Hatake standing there. As after the smoke died down, only Naruto was standing. And Sasuke, well, only his headband remained. He was gone. As Naruto was standing there with a shocked expression as well. What? Sasuke? What happened? As that is when, getting out of it, Kakashi jumped down. I know what happened, Naruto. You used too much force and the Rasengan overpowered the Chidori and Sasuke died in an explosion. What? But Sensei, enough, Naruto. Enough of this. I cannot believe that you would go this far to stop him. I knew that you were kind of jealous of him because I mainly focused on him, and still, this wasn't something that I wanted you to do. Why did you do that? Sensei, enough. You're under arrest and you're coming with me right now, Naruto Uzumaki. You have the right to remain silent. As after that, Naruto was dragged back, and once the council found out, they were furious, and Naruto was thrown into prison. But that wasn't the end of it. His friends, his teammates, and even the people who claimed that they were on his side, like Kakashi, Iruka, and even Tsunade and Jiraiya, scolded him and denounced any relation with him because of what he has done, calling him a murderer and so on and so forth. And at that moment, Kyuubi tried its best to manipulate Naruto when he was at his lowest. But Kyuubi did not know that how far worse it was going to get and what kind of power was about to be awakened by the foolishness of these people. As only a few weeks passed by after that incident while Naruto was sealed away, we see Danzo in the middle of night paid visit to Naruto, and he alongside most of his root begin to beat the shit out of Naruto to the point where he was on the brink of death. No, demon. You don't deserve to die like this. After all, I need my pet, Jinchuriki, to be my attack dog when the time is right. As after that, he healed him with some healing ointment, as the next day we see Naruto was presented in front of the council again, and he was limping. Naruto Uzumaki, you are hereby banished from the village. We denounce you as a citizen of this village, as well as a shinobi. We forbid anyone who recognizes you from this village as well, and you are to be thrown in the blood prison against treason of Konoha. By the order of Daimyo and the council and the power of Hokage, you are forever banished. As Naruto's eyes were widened, his dreams, everything was crushed. He looked at the faces of everyone for the one last time, and everyone was looking at him with seriousness and anger in their eyes. As now we see, Naruto was taken to the blood prison, and after being left there, Naruto chakra was even sealed further and beyond. Unknown to Konoha, they did not know what they were about to unleash. As some time passed by, as Jiraiya came back to the village after he left since Naruto was banished, Tsunade, I think we made a great mistake. What are you talking about, Jiraiya? What mistake? About the brat? Yeah, about him. Turns out Naruto is the one who was the child of prophecy. The one that Gamamaru-sama prophesied about. And the prophecy has changed. How so? A power that is even feared by the gods themselves is granted to him. And he's gonna unleash that on us. And we're all doomed. What? Naruto is sealed. As long as he remains in the blood prison, nothing will happen. As that is when we see Kakashi arriving as fast as he could, as he was panting heavily. We got news from the blood prison. There wasn't a huge escape. What? Said Tsunade as Jiraiya and Tsunade got up from their seated positions as their face fell. Naruto was amongst them. He destroyed half of the rice country as well. It has been disappeared from the face of the earth, it seems, and there is nothing more than a huge crater left. More than thousands of people have died already, alongside the people in the blood prison. As after hearing this, both Tsunade and Jiraiya were flabbergasted, and were scared to face Naruto and what he was about to bring to them. As now we have a flashback back towards in Rice Country in Blood Prison, where we see Naruto, after being there for a few months, remained completely silent and still in his dark room corner, as he was filled with rage to no end. All his hopes, dreams, and everything that he stood for was gone out of the drain, and all he wanted was revenge. His anger far exceeded even the Biju, and ignited a flame of power that was not even chakra. It was the cosmic release that unleashed within him. As Naruto, rage was so much that it unconsciously bursted out a black hole that consumed half of the rice country, and before Naruto could do anything, it evaporated. Seeing that it was an opportunity, Naruto noticed that he could get away, but what about the restrictions? As that is when he saw the restrictions on his body, sealing his chakra away, had been lifted as well. Naruto with a sinister smirk then began to leave, beginning to plot his revenge, but not before grabbing a black coat that was left there hanging right next to him. He right now wore a black vest and a black coat. His eyes, they were complete red with slits. Turns out his black hole abilities from within were consuming Kyuubi and merging him with him as well, as the Kyuubi was currently being consumed, and the results was being physically shown on his features, on his face mainly. His teeth were now like canines, whiskers were much more thickened, and hair much more wilder. It's high time I give them what they wanted. A demon, was it? I'll give them something much worse. As now we see Naruto after that disappeared from there. As now we go to the present, where we see a council meeting was being held in Konoha. As after the information that was leaked out to them, even Naruto's peers were, well, scared. I can't believe this. Nobody knew Naruto had this much strength. What if he comes for us? So what? He's just Naruto, Baka. We can take care of him. He killed Sasuke-kun, Sakura. So what if he did? We're gonna get revenge for Sasuke. And not only him, we're gonna get revenge for all of us. Because many of us have lost loved ones, don't you remember? Said Sakura, riling them up. As now we see on the other side, Naruto has been going around, looking at the other villages, seeing that he could gain some allies, but so far nothing. Wherever he went, he found the same story back as Konoha. So he began to move towards one place that he knew might have been deserted, and that was the border of Elemental Nation, a huge thick forest that was rarely visited by anyone. Even the Jonins like Jiraiya wouldn't dare to go or set foot there because of the thick forest and with the fear of getting lost within of the maze of the forest. So Naruto went there and began to meditate and live his life out there for the time being, while starting to plot his revenge, because he knew one thing: this news will not remain a secret, and it will get out, and Konoha will come for him eventually, because they will be scared of their demon. And then he will strike. As 1 year went by, nothing happened, and soon 1 year turned to 2. Still nothing happened, and like this, the 3rd year also came to an end. As Jiraiya has been searching high and low to gain any clues about Naruto, and so have the other villages who have also found out that it was the rogue Jinchuriki of the Konoha that has done this, and they also even feared his powers, as they wanted him gone because of their If he remained here in this world, there will be a huge imbalance of power. A man alone capable enough of eradicating and erasing a half nation from the face of the earth was terrifying thought indeed. As now we go towards Amegakure, where Akatsuki were in a dilemma of its own. More specifically, the true leader and originator of Akatsuki, known as Zetsu, who was doing all this to free his mother, his owner, his master, Kaguya Otsutsuki. As Kaguya has been warning him about Naruto and the cosmic release, it was the ultimate power and Gekigenkai of the Otsutsuki god himself to fight against the three goddesses Kami, Yami and Shinigami, but they overthrew him and sealed his power away. But now this power has been given to this mortal, and God knows what he might do with it, because that was the power that even the creator of it feared. The god of the Otsutsuki feared himself. As now we see, Naruto has been meditating for 3 years, as a group of Jonins were scouted around nearby his location, as Naruto dodged multiple kunais as he stood up. As he then turned, "It's good to see you as well, I guess." As there in front of him stood Sakura, as well as Shikamaru, Choji, and the rest of the Konoha 11. "You are under arrest, Naruto Uzumaki, for breaking out of jail, and for what?" "I have never went back to Konoha, and yet Konoha has come for me. You and I have no longer any relation. What do you want from me?" said Naruto in a cold tone, and it sent chills down the spine of everyone. They all thought that Naruto will be still the same, the brat that they knew about, but this Naruto was completely different, and he gave out a menacing aura indeed, a much more darker aura that they wished that now they had the old Naruto that they would have faced. "That's enough, you're going down, you killer," said Sakura as she charged towards Naruto. "Sakura, wait," said Shikamaru as Naruto then snapped his finger as Sakura froze there. "You know what is good, Sakura, about having this power?" "What are you talking about, Naruto?" "That I can do this." As the snap of his finger, they all witnessed in shock and horror that Sakura began to age drastically, and from a teenage girl who was 15, she turned into a 90-year-old woman that was close to dying and couldn't even breathe or stand up. As Naruto turned her back to her original self. "Now, Sakura, you want to feel true pain and really give me the title of murderer? I will gladly accept it, but after I committed a murder. How about you? I begin with you. You always have been bullying me, always taking Sasuke's side, licking his dick any way possible. Ah, poor Harunos. They'll be at loss once they find out that their bitch is dead." As Naruto then lifted his hand and made it position towards her face, as everyone watched in horror. "Naruto, silence and stand there without moving." As they all froze instantly where they were standing, as a huge gust of wind was released from Naruto, as they felt huge pressure that was pushing them down to the ground. As for some, it was far enough to make them cough even blood. "What is this?" "Gravity. I increased it on you tenfold. A little bit more and you'll be crushed like insects. And as for you, Sakura Haruno, you will be my first victim. For more money to come." "Why are you doing this?" said Ino. "Well, you wanted a murderer out of me, so I have become one. Isn't that what you wanted? A demon, a murderer who has no empathy for anyone. I am giving you what you wanted. Now, Sakura." "Yes, where was I? I remember." As Naruto lifted up his hand and said, "Cosmic release. Black hole shredder." As a small black hole appeared, as Sakura was consumed by it in a such gruesome manner that they all saw first her skin peeled away, then she was dislocated into particles, not even body parts, but particles, as in extreme agony and pain, they saw her completely vanish from existence itself. Well, there she goes. As after that, we see Naruto close the black hole as he looked towards them with his red eyes. "Now, as for the rest of you," as all of them gulped and were sweating from head to toe, because this wasn't what they signed up for. This was not the monster they were ready to face. Just what kind of monster did they create it? What could have made Naruto turn from the happy-go-lucky guy that they knew into this? As that is when Shikamaru of all people realized. "I think that you realize what it is, Nara, that turned me into this. It's us, wasn't it?" I know that the Uchiha is alive. I'll make sure I make it permanent that the bastard stays dead, and end his lineage once and for all. And as for you, I'm giving you a deadline. Go and warn those punks and bastards that their father is coming to end them once and for all, said Naruto, as with a single swipe of his hand, they all still frozen, watched themselves, now standing in front of gates of Konoha, as everything was released from them. What was that? How did we ended up here? We were at the other end of the elemental nation. It took us whole months to just get there. What about Sakura? Said Ino. She's dead. Said Kiba. It was done by Naruto. That power. How did he get it? It's terrifying. What are you talking about? And where is Sakura? Said Tsunade as she arrived there. Naruto killed Sakura in such a way that we saw her dislocated in particles. I don't know how is that even possible. She was consumed by something similar to a sphere, Tsunade-sama. What did you do? Nothing? Just stood there? Actually, yes, we were frozen by the gravity. What is that? What is that they're talking about? Said Jiraiya. As that is when they heard a voice. That might be the cosmic release, said Gamamaru, the elder toad that arrived in Konoha himself with a puff of smoke. What? The power that even the sage himself feared has been given to him, Jiraiya, as I told you. Cosmic release is something not to be trifled with. It is a power that can destroy the whole universe in itself. And he can still be alive without the care of the world. He can create and destroy many universes. He basically has the power of a god at his hand and will. As after hearing this, the people of Konoha, as well as the council and the Hokage, most of all the shinobis and Naruto's ex-friends, all of them were now downright terrified and felt chills run down their spine. Because the man they hated had now the weapons to destroy and recreate them in his own image, and there was nothing they could do about it. We have to stop him. There is no stopping him, Jiraiya. There is nothing you can do. You all made a grave mistake, and set out a monster that cannot be sealed again, even by the guards if they were involved. All you have to do is wait for your untimely demise, and so do we. As after that we see the great Toad Elder Seat left, as there was a huge commotion now. The people of Konoha were afraid, terrified, as the council meeting was going on in the council chamber. Tsunade-sama, we need to do something about this Naruto problem of ours. We can't just sit still. Even Gamamaru-sama has scared us way too much, people. There's nothing we can do, said Jiraiya. We unleashed the brat's potential. We have to reap what we sow. And that is correct, Jiraiya. You have to reap indeed what you sow, said Naruto as he arrived there, as instantly they all froze because they felt huge pressure as they were all brought down to their knees. As Naruto went and grabbed Tsunade by the hair and literally yanked her to the other side of the room as she slammed into the door and fell down, but couldn't get up. As Naruto, after destroying the desk, sat down on the Hokage chair like it was his throne. Now, how about we discuss something? I will destroy Konoha within 1 year of time span. Before that, I'm gonna go have fun with the other villages and destroy them. Why are you doing this? You weren't like this, Naruto. Of course I wasn't. But you made me see the other way. I should thank you all for this, you know? I should have done this long time ago. You're giving in to the Kyuubi's thought. What do you mean by that, Jiraiya? The Kyuubi has been consumed by me. This new power that has awakened. It is addictive. It is so consuming that it even consumed, at some point, even me. I guess my humanity is consumed by it. You can say it like that. But that's a small price I need to pay for this power, I guess, to get my revenge on you all. Why? Still, you ask the same question to me after all that you have done? You either are the most stupidest people I have ever met, or you're just doing this deliberately, aren't you? So what if we have done something? It was for your own good. Good, you say, Danzo Shimada. You don't have any Jinchuriki now, do you, for your own goals and plan? And talking about goals, as Naruto then snapped his finger, as multiple splatters were heard. What did you do, Naruto? Said Tsunade. Oh, nothing, your whole Anbu squadron alongside his. is completely destroyed. You know, I can't just go on and pick which is root and which is normal Anbu, so I just eradicated them all. You killed many innocent people. So what? I don't give a damn. There are many millions I'm gonna kill. Not like they're the first ones. Ah, now talking about the first one, it was Sakura Haruno. How do you feel about that, Mabuki? Before she could say, her leg exploded. As they all listened to her agonizing screams, as Naruto then said, "How about I give you much worse treatment than your daughter?" As Naruto opened a meteorite shower portal, as a huge amount of meteorites began to hit and pierce through her bodies, they were small pebbles which were going at thousands of miles per hour speed, and like blades they whizzed through her body and left many gaping holes, as they all saw her intestines, her heart, literally coming out of her place, as she then burned to ashes because of the heat from the meteorites and completely died. As after that, Naruto then said, closing his portal, "Who should I kill next? Ah, Danzo Shimura, why not? Of course this should be him." Naruto, think about this. What would your parents have said? You know what I would have said, Jiraiya? Fuck them and fuck you. I don't care about them. They're the ones who pushed me into this damn world and gave me this disgusting life and then left for God knows where to fuck off. As that is when everyone was still shocked and scared. This wasn't the kid that they... as that is when one of them at least said, as all of them looked towards him, "What do you mean by that? Oh, Shikaku." It was Minato and Kushina, wasn't it? As they all looked towards Jiraiya with wide eyes, except for Shikaku, who had narrowed. "Tell us, Jiraiya, wasn't it Minato and Kushina who are the kid's father and mother?" "Of course they are." "Naruto, you wouldn't do this because these are your parents." As Naruto then said, "You talk too much. Explode." As Jiraiya's head exploded in front of Tsunade, as Tsunade was shocked to see blood once more. Now, where were you again? About the parents and all that? I mean to say that we are your parents' friends and we can help you. I don't need your help. I never did. All you saw me was a demon. I'm giving you what you wanted. A demon back. Isn't that what you asked for? As Naruto gave them a sinister twisted smile, as they all felt chills run down their spine even further. "Please, don't do this. We have kids." Talking about your kids. As Naruto then literally summoned them here. As then Naruto then said, "One by one, they all will die because of lack of oxygen." As two vortexes appeared that were consuming air from the said vicinity, as all of them were now on the ground because they couldn't breathe and they were turning blue. "Don't do this, please!" "Why should I? You all let my parents die and then beat the shit out of me. I mean, you have at least the right to suffer for what I went through and my parents would have went through. No, please don't do this. Tsunade-sama, do something about it, please!" said Tazumi Inuzuka, the head of the Inuzuka clan, as Tsunade was just stood there, frozen. But all of their pleas went to vain, as Naruto did the most unthinkable thing. As Naruto collided the both, vortexes that has appeared, and then the vortexes vanished alongside the children. Where are they? Tell me, where are they? I don't know, maybe somewhere in the galaxy. Away from this planet itself. Not like even if you wanted you can get to them now. Time's ticking. Go and find your children. And as I warned, 1 year, Tsunade sent you. 1 year after, you all be dead. As after that, Naruto disappeared, after giving them a taste of their own medicine and of his power, and giving them a deadline. And within that year, Naruto began his hunt for Sasuke Uchiha because he knew the damn bastard was alive. And Amegakure, Snow Country, and many other villages alongside its whole population was eradicated and destroyed. Alongside the Akatsuki, even the major villages like Suna, Iwa, and Kumo, and even Kiri were eradicated and destroyed. Konoha was getting more and more scared. Naruto was cornering them like a tiger cornering its prey rabbit, leaving it no space to jump or hop out of. And they were more getting desperate and scared, and Naruto was enjoying every moment of it. He was savoring their despair the most. And now Naruto was at Rice Country once more, the remaining half at least, as Naruto began his destruction there and soon discovered that there was a hidden village amongst underground. and went there to find out it was Orochimaru that was actually killed and Team Taka was already formed, and they were about to depart, as Naruto then said, well, well, if it isn't the son of a bitch, Uchiha. Naruto? Yes, it is Naruto. And I'm here to finally put an end to the Uchiha bloodline. After that, Naruto didn't even stop for a moment, as he then continued out with his plan, as instantly his whole team, Jugo, Karin, and Suigetsu were killed, as Sasuke was then cornered into a wall. As Sasuke then said, Naruto, this isn't you. Of course it isn't. You made me into this alongside them. He also tried to stop me, said Naruto as he opened a portal from which Itachi's head appeared, which was without any body. I cleaved off his head as an offering to you, as Naruto grabbed Itachi's head by hair and threw it at Sasuke's feet. You killed him? Of course I did, Sasuke. After all, I wanted to take away something that was more precious to you than life itself. Your revenge. As Sasuke charged towards Naruto, but Naruto was standing on the other side already, as Sasuke was split into cube-sized pieces. As Naruto then said, poor bastard, didn't even see that coming. What a waste. As he spit it on his grave, or lifeless body, as then we see Naruto disappeared from there. As after that, Naruto continued out his massacre, going through minor villages, and soon a near deadline came to an end. Tsunade alongside all for men, and even the civilians who were trained were all standing in the form of an army. As Naruto then said, what a pathetic view of your, well, will of fire, as you called it, Tsunade. We will not bow down to you. Oh, you don't have to, because the sky will make you. As soon they all witnessed something that destroyed even the little bit of ounce of the strength or courage they had in them. Multiple meteors were coming their way. It just looks like it's gonna hail soon. Well, keep hailing hell here. I'll be gone. As Naruto disappeared with a laugh, and Tsunade closed her eyes knowing it was inevitable, while the people screamed. As Naruto was standing on the moon now, as there, he then talked to his, well, people that he was hosting. What do you think? I did the job that you couldn't. All three of you spent so many time there and yet you couldn't do anything. Can you? You damn Otsuzukis, said Naruto as he saw on the other side 3 Otsuzukis were on their knees, and they were terrified to their core as the whole planet was destroyed behind Naruto with a huge explosion, as even the shockwaves went by there as Naruto stood still. Even the moon had cracks in them with the shockwave that went there. Why are you doing this, you monster? You already took your revenge. What do you want? This universe in itself is a trash. I'm gonna destroy this and create a new one. My one. As Naruto, slamming his hands together, used the cosmic release, cosmic destruction, and destroyed the whole cosmic and cosmos and universe itself. And then, cosmic rebirth was used to create new universe that Naruto ruled over, in which he had a happy family and the Uzumakis prevailed and conquered the whole elemental nation under one banner known as Uzumaki Nation, the Uzushi Gakure. And his family was the royalty, and he still ruled over them like a tyrant, and they were the only ones blessed with chakra this time, and aside from them, all of them were peasants and no more, nothing. And the Uzumakis were also immortal. They had the ability to live as long as they wanted, they couldn't be killed, no matter with poison or whatever. As Naruto made a twisted world of his own, to make sure that everyone who ever did something bad to him was living the worst life over and over again in his universe and reality, while he watched from the throne above even Kamiyami and Shinigami themselves, being the timekeeper and the creator of this universe. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you liked this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!